thought this was kind of interesting. Because of recent developments in San Francisco now, a judge has ordered Morton Downey Jr. to stay away from himself. So I think something like that.
Dave. How you doing, Dave? I'm sorry.
Right in the middle of the show. It's one of our stage managers, Biff Henderson. We're trying to do a show here, Biff.
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, Dave.
What can I do for you?
I'm just wondering, do they still have movies in this theater?
Do they still have what?
Movies.
Geez, movies? I don't think so. No, I don't think they've had movies here in quite some time.
Oh, okay.
Theater was originally built for films, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Okay,
Thanks.
good luck.
Yeah, no problem.
Movies here in the theater.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. They don't have movies in this theater.
No thanks, Ben.
No movies at all. But listen, you're more than welcome to stay to see Dave's show. You're more than welcome to stay to see Dave's show.
Thanks a lot.
No?
Here is a way to make a sometimes scary medical procedure a lot more fun. It's the Siskel and Ebert blood pressure gauge. Let me turn that on and see how it works. Here we go. Just having a Gene and Roger nearby makes even the most gravely ill person chuckle with delight. There it is. For the last 14 years, our first two guests have been making money by disagreeing with each other in public, and they are authors and critics and the hosts of the weekly movie review program, Siskel and Ebert. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert. Here they are, right here. Hi, Gene. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Roger, nice to see you as well. Thank you for being here. You guys have a good summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long have you been
hot,
on?
humid.
Oh, was it this bad in Chicago?
Yeah, insect problem.
Really?
Yeah.
I was actually, oh yeah, I guess you heard that by now. How long has your show been on the air in one form? You started on PBS, right?
14 years. Originally called Opening Soon at a theater near you.
Uh-huh.
So, long time ago.
Yeah.
512 shows ago, I think.
Can you imagine this going on for another 5 years, 10 years, 20
Oh,
years?
easily. At the rates we're being paid now, yes. 15 or 20 years.
And did you travel from Chicago together?
I travel from here.
I'm sorry, travel from Chicago together to here.
No, I came from the Toronto Film Festival.
Mm-hmm. And?
I came from Chicago.
Now, do you go... You don't go to the film festivals together, then?
No, we don't do much together. We're sometimes in the movie theater, or the screening room, when we see a picture early. Mm-hmm. But that's it. We just don't socialize. There's no reason to.
Gene at one time did attend the Toronto Film Festival, but he finds he really gets more out of it just staying home in Chicago and reading my reports in the Sun-Times.
Man alive. Wow.
It's true. I know what not to think.
Now, but this is mostly an act. I know. It seems to me.
I'm not really a film critic. I just play one on TV.
No, but you guys couldn't have worked together this long and actually not care for each other on some level.
We did it for 13 and a half of the 14 years.
Oh, is that right?
Actually, in the
We're starting to care for each other. It's dangerous.
Yeah. It's strange. The last 6 months or so, there's been a reconciliation. And we kind of like each other. It's
it seems
the
like
nice, gentle, intelligent, sweet kind of a guy that he is finally coming out.
Now, what do you do at film festivals?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, you go to movies.
Who am I looking at? Yeah,
Who
you.
went to one?
It would have to be me, yes. You start out at Toronto, you start out at 9:30 in the morning. They have 372 films, 10 days. Biggest film festival in North America.
All films you have not seen?
Mostly films. Well, I've also been to the Telluride Film Festival, the Cannes Film Festival, other festivals that Gene also didn't attend.
And you... do you find it beneficial?
Yes, you get to meet the directors, you talk to the stars, you talk to other film critics, you see movies from morning to night.
Right.
And it's kind of a convention of the film industry.
And seriously, why don't you participate?
I'm married, I have 2 children, and I know I will get to see any of the films that we're going to review in Chicago on my own turf.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the films are the same no matter where you see them, and therefore I would rather spend the time with my family than I think what Roger has found, and it's quite legitimate for him, is a surrogate family of the film world.
Now. Very nice.
You see, this is an example. Now, that was a sweet comment, what Gene said. It shows how
I see what you're saying.
He gave birth to a couple of directors and other film critics over, you know.
But now, let me pose here a semi-serious question. Say you've seen a film and you're mild on it, and in fact maybe you're leaning toward the negative side for a review, and then you happen to meet the director or one of the stars. Does that compromise what was your initial impression?
It's very difficult, actually, because after you've seen it, the safest thing to do is never make an arrangement to interview anyone in the movie until after you've seen it. You know, and then you can call in sick or something.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult. But frankly, you just have to be honest, because you're going to give it a negative review anyway, so there's no use lying.
Do you really think it's difficult? I mean,
yes.
No, because I don't.
I do.
You don't believe that these people
Occasionally
like
there will
you
be
or
a
care about
director.
you. They don't. No, seriously. They don't
They
care
do
about.
like me.
No,
Of course they do.
That's one of the differences between us, is that I think he
Gene
actually
doesn't
thinks
believe that anyone likes him.
No,
and,
no, no.
and he's right.
anyone in the
one of the
film
basic
festival world, I don't believe that they care.
true.
They never call when I'm sick. Yeah. They couldn't when I die. They're not going to care. I mean, no, and Roger, that's foolish for you to think that they care about you. They're using you.
You get, over the years, you've been a film critic, what, 20 years?
Correct.
Let's say Martin Scorsese made one of the worst movies of the year. You'd feel hurt, right?
I'd feel bad because I saw a bad
Yeah,
film.
but there's nobody you admire more.
That's
if you
correct.
had to go have lunch with him after he made the worst film of the year,
Well, let me tell you, I had trouble
you'd feel bad.
You picked the highest example. My favorite director and him making a horrible film. He hasn't done it yet. When he made...
The Color of Money.
No, Color of Money, I felt bad, but what am I going to do? I called it as I saw it. You did too. What's the big deal?
It's true.
I'm sleepy.
Maybe you want to be liked. You're sleepy.
I'm sleepy.
That's why we'll be cutting back.
Why not? You know, this show is on very late at night.
I know. I have other questions about this film festival procedure, but we'll do a commercial and we'll come back and we'll talk about the summer blockbusters. Is that all right?
That's fine with me.
Okay, great. Siskel and Ebert. Now, I was talking to you during the commercial, Gene. Which are the better film festivals?
You're asking me.
Either one.
I already told him.
We chatted.
Cannes is the most important.
Most important, but as far as quality of the films and...
Quality of the films is different from year to year. Cannes shows almost everything, so it would be the most. In North America, Montreal.
Most prestigious then
Toronto.
as well, you think?
Oh, Cannes, definitely,
Yeah.
And then there's Venice and Berlin. You know, it's really hard to go to these places like Venice and the French Riviera, but as a film critic...
It must be fun, though, as well as a grueling day for you.
Yes, it is, yes.
All right, let's now run down the summer blockbusters. I've seen a few of them. And this was a big summer, the biggest summer in the history of film making, right? As far as dollars
$2
taken
billion,
in.
I think.
$2 billion.
Something
Okay.
like that.
What did you guys think of Batman?
Loved it. Loved the mood of it.
Yeah.
I felt that it was great that a whole bunch of young people who went to see this expecting a cartoon kind of picture got to see a real director, David Lynch, really make... Oh, that's not David Lynch. What the hell is his name?
Burton.
Tim Burton. That's good. Is this show broadcast nationally? By
No, it's just a little local thing.
Oh, that's good. Well, then I don't have to worry about that mistake at all. I better go to some film festivals, I
In
think.
fact, David Lynch was in the film. He was playing Batman doing his Michael Keaton imitation. With a mask you could hardly tell.
Now, what did you think? You didn't like
I gave it a thumbs down, marginally. I thought it was...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let him speak his piece.
So many people are here who could learn something now.
Did you see the Tim Burton version or the David Lynch version?
The Tim Burton version, the same one you saw. The art direction was fabulous. The movie really
had a nice feel.
I felt,
and the sound.
And Nicholson was good. I felt the Batman character was underwritten, that Michael Keaton, who was one of the best actors around, was not given that much to do. The character came off kind of flat, and the story was disappointing, including the shootout at the end where the Joker is shooting at the bat plane, and you know.
But
it was...
You would tell someone...
A pocket of intelligence.
You would tell people not to see the picture?
I would tell people, look, this movie is so great looking, you should go to see it, but you'll probably be disappointed afterwards.
Then why did you give a thumbs down on our show?
Because our criteria is, do I approve of the movie or not, in toto. Now, I go to a lot of movies I give thumbs down to.
Well, you go to all of them, obviously.
That's right.
Now we're both in trouble.
But now, wait, can I interject one little thing here, and I would like your opinion on this.
Now that's dumber than what I did. I mean, I slipped on a name. Yeah. He stumbled on a whole concept.
That's right.
Which is that you do see all the pictures and then
It's better to misspeak than to be wrong.
Yeah, but he wore a tie. Now, let me just say one thing about Batman, and then you guys who are professionals, you tell me if I'm nuts or if I'm close to something here. All along, we heard Keaton compared to Nicholson like the neophyte versus the veteran actor, and the veteran actor, Nicholson, will eat Keaton alive on the screen, so on and so forth. So I go to the film, and I see Keaton, I think, doing a great job, being a very restrained, very low-key, underplayed version of Batman, and it kind of fills in the blanks for all of us not knowing exactly what to expect from, you know, who the hell is Batman? So, but I think he does a great job of that. And on the other hand, it was Nicholson who was just, as the Joker, going nuts. So my feeling in this particular film, I thought Keaton did every bit as good a job acting as did Nicholson.
I agree.
He's a very good actor. He should have got an Academy Award nomination for Clean and Sober a year ago. I felt that the character itself didn't give him enough to do. That what happened was, after Nicholson got there, you know, they rewrote his part. They enlarged it. It was supposed to be a supporting part. He actually, I think, had a bigger role in the movie than Batman did. Sure. And that took over and detracted from Batman, and because of that, that's why the movie didn't work as well as it should.
I think that Tim Burton obviously cut the film more for the laughs.
I think actually Burton was the director. Somebody else cut it.
Okay, all right. Oh, come on. Right. But I think you're absolutely right. I think that Keaton was just fine. How much do they have to tell us about Batman? I mean, they're going to have to do a sequel, though. We'll go back earlier in time.
They probably will do a sequel. It's going to make, they claim it's going to make,
okay. Do we have
Nicholson alone, $60 million.
Yeah, but I don't believe that. No, I think he was on an hourly wage for that. Let's see. Let's go down here to, let's see. Worst films. What were the worst films of the summer?
There was one called She's Out of Control, with Tony Danza as the dad. Do I have to tell you any more? He was sort of having fantasies about his daughter's sexuality and all that.
Man.
Yeah. And I said on the air, and I said it after the screening, after we saw it, and I felt it throughout watching this picture. I thought, you know, maybe I'll just quit.
But, you know, I know that feeling. I understand that feeling. Sometimes you put down your money and you go in and you say to yourself, geez, we've seen this particular cliche a dozen times. Why bother? Where do they get the $10, $12 million to throw up another one on the screen?
Yeah, it's, you know, the line we have is that it's 2 hours out of your life and you don't get it back at the end.
Yeah. Hey, that might work for this show. Put that on T-shirts. Honey, I Ate the Kids.
Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah. They had some very good special effects in that, too, when the kids were...
Rick Moranis was funny in that?
I didn't like the movie.
I
was disappointed in it. The special effects were good, but the story was really dumb. They're being chased by grasshoppers and so forth. It's The Fly all over again.
It's, what are we doing now? Have I really screwed up the thing here?
No.
Huh?
No.
We're late, right?
Yes.
And so what do we do now?
Commercial.
I do a commercial and then Gene and Roger stay or they go? They go.
We go.
Okay. I
hope you don't make any movies.
Yeah. It's Gene Siskel, Roger Ebert. Gentlemen, nice to see you. We'll be right back.